Take one.
Hi. Who are you?
My name is Manuel Manga, and I'm the co-founder and managing director of the Institute for Evolutionary Leadership here in Oakland, California, USA. Beautiful San Francisco Bay Area. And what we have as a purpose is to help people become leaders for a conscious social evolution. That is, an evolution towards a better future. And what we mean by a better future is creating a more just, a more sustainable, and a more flourishing civilization. Some people would call that even an ecological civilization. Now, the good news about that is that it's possible to do that. It's doable, it's possible. On the other hand, we humans are facing a very severe global crisis that some people would call the crisis of civilization. And this crisis of civilization is systemic. So let's look at a couple of systems. So one system is the ecological system, which is under great danger of a species going extinct. The United Nations just came out with a report of a great number, thousands if not millions of potential species going extinct. So that's a crisis. And the other crisis is global warming, climate change. When you combine these systems like climate change, global warming, and other types of extinctions, it puts humanity in a very dangerous path. Some people would even say that we are on a path towards collapse. We don't know when, how, but some people are already making warnings about that. Now, I tend to be both realistic and optimistic. On the one hand, I'm realistic because I think the science tells us that we are in very difficult global danger. On the other hand, I'm optimistic because I do think we have the knowledge, we have the technology, we have very wise people and on our side that can help us guide towards a better future. So that brings us to two important systems here that I want to highlight. We humans are then confronted with this double threat or double challenge, and in there we may call them adaptive challenges. Adaptive comes from the evolutionary concept of adaptation, and that means that on the one hand we have one system that's called the ecology, the biosphere, the planet, that's in danger. Uh, and so that's one system. Then the other system is the human system, which continues to be focused on consumption, accumulation of money and power, driven by the forces of global capitalism. So then we have these two systems which are not healthy for humans or for people or for planet. So then the question becomes, if you want to change those systems, where do I intervene in those systems? Where do I focus? Where do I point to a change in that system? And what happens is that human beings are sometimes confused, and because these are very complex issues, they say, well, I want to save, let's say, the ecology. I want to save the biosphere. I want to save the Amazon. That's good. It's very healthy, and we should do that. And the other people say, no, we need to change the economic system. We need to change the political system. We need to change our way of living that is over-consuming, too much focus on quantity. So then between those two, people say, where should I focus on? So here's my answer. My answer is that both of those are very serious global system dangers for humanity. My answer, however, is that we humans need to transform as soon as possible the human system. So if you ask me for which one is more critical for us to influence, to transform, it will be less focus on the human systems, because it is the humans who are making trouble for the other, for the planet and for the species, and it is the humans who are producing climate change. And so I would say let's transform the human systems in order to prevent collapse and in order to prevent, you could say, destruction of the ecology. Now, where do we intervene in the human system? I will highlight three smaller systems or subsystems that we need to intervene in order to produce a transformation in the larger human system. Those three are: I would intervene in the economic system, because the economic system driven by global capitalism wants to continue to grow and grow on a finite planet, and continues to extract and extract more things that we don't really need, and make us consume things and buy things that we don't really need for our happiness and well-being. So that's one system that we need to transform. The second one is our education system. And here I really think it's really important to transform education from the early school education all the way up to, even would say, the business school education. So we need to graduate business leaders who are committed to a sustainable future. So we're not against business, we're not against business school, we are against the producing the same leaders that are not sustainable or healthy for humanity. So we need to transform education. And I think that I have great friends in this field who have amazing projects. My friend Gail and Flores, I recommend their work because they are really into how do we transform the education to produce a different kind of worldview and a different kind of human. A human that is in tune and with the ecology and with living in a healthy, sustainable planet. And the final system that we need to transform and evolve is the political system, because whether we like it or not, we have political systems, and we need to elect different political leaders who will have a different vision for humanity. So let me close by saying I invite you to become an evolutionary leader and to do whatever you can to transform education, to transform our political system, and transform our economic system, and to build a more just, sustainable, and flourishing future for all people forever. Thank you.